Picture first. He's already wrapping thread around here. You know that's always been a problem over the years. The thread breaks around it, and then they don't clean it. And if you don't clean it right away, it happens again, right? And then before you know it, he's got the single needle setup on here. We'll have to check that. Make sure he's got the right parts in there. That guard's in the way. Oh man.
He said
Back that up.
Looper is hitting needle.
He said it was. We'll take a look in a second, but we got to take that guard out. We got to move that guard out of the way. And the easiest way, it goes all the way down there. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just looking for the best way. It's only the one screw. That's it. Looks like it's only the one screw. Twist it out this way for now. Twist that guard out of the way and take our front feed dog off. Now he might have twisted, and it's certainly not hitting. It's actually away.
It's away, oh,
should be right up against it. And on the back stroke, let's see how much deflection we got. That's a good bit of deflection. It's a lot of deflection. Yeah, it looks like it's a good bit, so we can certainly come in.
Yes.
How about we put 2 new needles? Let's put 2 needles in here and see what it looks like with 2 needles, 2 of these. Make sure. All right, so he had a size 11 in there.
So we use Euro 163.
And this is what he's sewing?
size 11.
Okay. And this is his thread?
Yes, it looks... Yeah,
T27, normal, okay.
Normal, yes.
Those pictures he had didn't look like this thread.
Mm.
It wasn't like this. Remember those pictures? Did you ever see them?
Mm.
That thread was much different.
Mm.
If they're running it like that, that could be a problem. See where that thread is?
Yes. It's inside.
Yeah. No.
It has to be outside.
Right. So, I don't know, but if that's how they had it the whole time.
This one. Mm.
We don't, all right, now I got 2 loopers in there. 2 needles, I mean. Let's take a look, see. Let's get that out of here. Let me get a 7. Might as well take out the rear feed door. 7mm, that should be. 7mm. Might as well grab an 8 too, because there's a lot of stuff that's 8. 7.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me you slide out. No, you're gonna make me. I hate when they don't slide. All right, I'll take it all the way out. Okay. That's way up high. Look how high up that's hitting. Right? I don't have the magnifying glass.
It's
You tell
too
me.
high. Yeah, yeah.
It's way high up, right? And this one in front is not as much, but whoa, that one's almost at the top. Way too much. And it's far back. So now, did he move the loopers themselves, or did he try to move it from here? Front to back position. Hopefully, he tried it. See, this is loose.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's, you see marks there. I think he tried it.
So now we have to put the looper more closer to needle.
Well, we're going to see.
Millimeter.
Let's check the flat spot. We're going to check the flat spot to make sure it's good on the flat spot. That wasn't all the way down. And he said he had a buff 1 looper. This one. We should probably get a new one and compare it. But it looks like he did a good job. I think you could tell he buffed it a little. If you look real close, I think. Looks good though. I'd still get a new one out of the drawer. Let's see what it looks like. 19362.
Okay.
Let me grab one. They're both the same?
It's about the same.
Okay.
Well, but let's use new one.
To me, this is definitely shorter.
So. Yeah. This has a more sharp angle.
And even the point, to me, from the very point to the eye, to me, this one's longer.
Longer. No.
If you look at the very, very point of the loop, to the beginning of that eye, to me, this one looks just a tad long. Yeah, it's longer. Gotta be.
So anyway, we use new one.
Yeah. Now, before he's not using this one, so let's just see if it's on the flat spot. All right, wiggle it a couple of times. Usually it sets itself where it should be, and we're back. So he would have to come like this. Either he went still not touching.
Yeah, a lot of space.
Still a lot of space, and I moved it. So I guess we move it from here.
Yeah, a lot.
I think. I don't think there's any adjustment under here. We just loosen from here. This. Let's make sure. Shut that up. Let me look in. What do you have to get loosen that? Oh yeah, what position? Get in position
1, 2, 3, right? 3. And then here.
That's what we hope. That's what we hope. All right, 3. The problem is you really got to loosen it all the way almost to make sure you stay up against it. You know what I mean? You have to make sure you stay right up against that collar while you move it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be almost all the way loose. You don't want to trust not banging into it. All right, too much. That's all right. So you move that way. You see why you have to be careful? When you move it front to back, you see it goes the other way too. That's why you have to be very careful. Very careful. It's complicated. If you get out of whack on this machine, see now, look, we went all the way back. So the purse, it's going to be way too forward. Yeah, so it's hard to get. It's hard to get exactly how you want it. And if you tap on it, you don't know if this moves away a little. You know what I mean? And you see how far it goes when I tap back. And then it's going to be lower on that. See, and are we sure now that we're all the way that way? Not really. Very complicated. Very complicated. Hold on. And look how, I wonder what he touched. I really wonder what this guy touched. It's still away a little bit. Almost impossible. See this? No. See, it won't go straight back. It doesn't go straight back. You know what I'm saying? It does not go straight back. This is the problem. Close. That's 6.
So it has to be 5 to 5.5.
All right. That's 6. We can get close with this. And this is 5. So you gotta at least come into this, and it'll probably be a little further. If you even it with this, it'll be a little more. But, so, do we go from here? We go from here. He probably only moved from here. I'm gonna say he didn't touch there, but I don't know. I don't know.
But maybe.
Let me see if it's 5. Is this a 5? 5 is getting close now. From the middle, right? Or the end? From the center of the needle, right? From the center of the needle?
From the position 1.
Yeah. And to the center of the needle. Not to the right side. Where do you want 5? Probably to the center.
Should be center.
Or to the right side.
Should be center.
See, these millimeters are on the wrong side, really. From the center. So the 7 is right down the center. And 7. It's close. It's probably 5.5.
Okay.
Come in a little more.
Should be okay.
Alright. It's close. Take a look. It's very, very close. I'm going to put that line. The 3 is right in the middle of the needle. And then...
Yeah. Should be okay.
I think it's very close. Okay, should be okay. But now, see, here's the problem. Now you have to make sure the collar's up against it.
Yes.
And then now if we got to move it front to back, we're going to be, how are you going to do that? That's the problem. Alright, it's up against it. Alright, it's up against it. Oh, that gives you the right. It's almost right. It's just hitting a little bit. It's just hitting a little bit, so that setting is close. What is that? What was that noise?
From here?
I don't know.
Oh, I hit it.
Get this out of here. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I think it's okay. Alright, so it's hitting in every position. So the deflection, the amount it's hitting the needle, every position is the same. That's good. Alright. Let's go here. That should be more or less. Let me just see. Let's see what it is in every position. Hard to tell. Could be a little more. Probably is a little further. Yeah, that position's further. This one's closer. I can see it. Without even looking, I could tell. So what was that? Position 3. Let's check them all again. Let's get back to position 1. That's pretty close to perfect.
Yeah.
Okay,
now
that
it's
one?
one. Yeah.
Okay, that 1 was pretty close to perfect. 2
close.
Is also close. A little close.
3.
3. You can see it got further away.
So farther, yes, farther away.
Now 3 is further.
Yes, and the 4 is the same as number 1.
4 is supposed to be, but it's further. No. A little further. But close.
Close, no? Yeah.
Close, yeah, it's hit. Very close to number 1. So 4 is close to 1.
3 is far.
That 3 position, is it far both ways? A little further both ways. And coming back. That one was the close one, right? And this is 1 again? Yep. Alright. 1 and 4 is about the same, yeah. And then 2 is a little closer, and that 1 is a little further away. That's normal, I think. Because that position, they said, will be a little further. Okay, now, when I tighten it, will it move? Okay, now here's the problem. When we move it back, that's going to change all of that. So then we'll have to move it from here?
Yes. Maybe.
I say we move it from here first.
Move from here, make it 0?
That's hard to do. That's hard to do. It's just a little bit and it goes back a long way, you know what I mean? Oh wait, what position we want? We want to do it in 3, right? That was probably 3. We'll go all the way back. See, something's getting tight again. I wonder if it is that. Something feels tight. We'll check that in a minute. Alright, so was that 1, 2, 3? Position 3. And you want to move it back some. Position 3. The problem is very little maybe. That's close. Okay. That's close. Now we have to do that collar again, but let's just see. Let's see how much we changed it. Is that 1? I think so. Let's see how much we changed it. Should be further away with that. But it's not.
Nice.
Hold on. Oh, that's not 1. This is 1. Maybe a tad further. It's alright. Let's see what 2. 2 is still tight. 2 is still tight. 3.
Far. Okay.
3 is a little further.
4 is the same.
4 should be same as the 1 you say. Which is very close. Okay, coming back. Further, yeah. Going there. We might need to come in a little. Close. And then that's number 1. Pretty damn close. It didn't move much. Put a piece of white paper behind there. We can see it better.
I think okay. Looks within the range. 5 to 5.5.
Might be a little further. It's hard to tell. From the end of the needle, from that side of the needle, it's a little over 5. To the middle, it might be getting closer to 6. Does it say which side of the needle? A little bit, position 3. Still might be hitting a little bit. The key when you do this is you're really moving it to the, you feel like it doesn't really go straight back. You know what I mean? So you sort of have to move it to the left as it makes it a little easier. And it might pull in a little bit on you when you tighten it. Probably does. See if it pulls it.
Still touching.
Still touching. Still touch a little bit. I think still a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that one seems to be the hardest. Position 2 seems to be the it hits just a little bit more. Maybe it's a little higher on the scarf. We'll take it off. Let me see if I can get it perfect.
Okay.
Hard to get perfect. That looks pretty good. This position 2 is where it hit the hardest. It is hitting a little bit more in that position.
Is it touching?
A little bit more. Is it touching? A little bit more. 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 A little b I think that position is a little hard. But let's get the distance. We could look again. We could tweak it again after. And then we set the collar at the end, I guess. The collar is at the very end. Now you're going to have to come. You want to see position what now? 1 and 4. We go back to position 1.
Yes, this is position 1.
Okay, and we're going to be way far now. We should be further away than before. More than 5, but less than 6. More than 5, but less than 6. Can we get this right in there and see?
Yeah, it looks like 5.5 from the edge of the needle.
Looks like 5.5, yep. From edge. You want to come in a little or no?
Let's come in a little with this screw.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we do it here at this position. Position 1.
Position 1.
Whoa. Now you're in trouble.
Only 0.2.
Whoa.
0.3.
Whoa. See how tight that was? Make sure we don't crack it. That was tight, baby. All right, now you think we could just tap it a little? Maybe. I think it moved already.
Check.
I don't know if we're all the way to the right.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we stayed all the way, okay. We stayed all the way. That does look a little closer. Right? It does look a little closer, yeah. Let me check right here. From the middle, it's really still 5.5 from the middle. Let's try a little more. Let me know if you see it move a little. It definitely moved, right? Let's just tighten it and see. Let's just tighten it and see. Don't over tighten it. It's gonna move when you tighten it too. Still more than 5. But it's touching at the corners now. The flat spot it goes through. Well, the very edges, the corner, it hits a little. So it did move some. That was position 1. Position 2 should be closer. And it is. Position 3 gets further away. And it is. It's not touching at all. Position 4, you want it back near 1. Yeah, very close. Position 3. Position 4, back to, yeah. And then back to 1. I think that's probably good now. It's probably better now, yeah. Right about there. Alright. Now, are we hitting? No. Close as possible to the scarf. No deflection. Yeah, no deflection. I think that's just, I think we can leave it like this. No deflection. Now, what about position 2 was the closest for some reason. Okay, now, what about deflection on the back side of the looper? Oh, deflection on the back side of the looper. That's better.
Better.
Yeah, that's good. So that's good. I'm not gonna I'm just gonna tighten. That's probably enough. It was probably enough already. This I know I tightened already because I'm using this. Yep. Now we make sure this is against it. That's too. Where's the? I'm missing one. I'm missing one. There it is. Missing one.
Okay.
Okay. Now, okay. I guess we should check that back needle now. Let's see how that loop is doing.